Welcome to our new series, Back of the House, where we're gonna show you the day in the life of a casino chef at the Atlantis. We gotta go find Chef Dave Holman. Let's get to work. Chef!
Josh, what's going on, man? My name's Dave Holman. I'm the Assistant Executive Chef here at the Atlantis Spa Hotel and Casino. I'm super excited to have Josh here. We've been friends for a long time. We're going to go back in the kitchen. We're going to cook all day, take a tour of all of our restaurants. I'm even going to get him souped up. You know, I got a chef coat just for him.
How are you?
Good
Thanks
to see
for
you,
having me, dude.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Put me to work.
All right, a full day. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
You got your running shoes?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Let's do it.
So this is our prep kitchen for the Southwest. Each one of our areas has their own prep kitchen, their own chef, doing everything fresh.
Wow.
Enchiladas right there.
Yep.
All of our soups, pozole, ready to go. Today we got the menudo, ready to rock and roll.
Beautiful.
Once again, made in the morning.
Yep.
Salad for the afternoon. Jose and the crew, they're making the true style. So this is carnitas,
Yep.
spices, oranges.
I mean, this is legit. You got the oranges, the onions in there. This is awesome, dude.
Yeah. So we do over 2,000 people a day. On Fridays and Saturdays, it's up to almost 3,000 people.
3,000 people.
Correct. Holidays are,
And this is just one of how many restaurants?
So we have 8 restaurants in the hotel.
Okay.
But once again, this is the busiest besides banquets.
Right, of course.
Banquets, we're doing hundreds for lunch and hundreds for dinner.
Wow.
But this is all what you see. We break it down into 5 different restaurants.
Yep.
So Southwest, Pantry, American.
Yep.
And, all together. We got all the Asian style with a pho.
And this kitchen alone only goes out to the buffet.
Correct. Correct. So we keep it really small, and we have leaders who know there's a specialty for Asian cuisine or
Right.
Southwest, and everything's made fresh. It's their recipes, and we just kind of make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To feed that many people, I mean, you're talking 3,000 people in one day, just out of one restaurant. How many staff members do you have here on a full day?
So on a full day, 65 culinarians. That's like
65.
Yes, and we have 15 people that are just our steward crew. That just cleaning up our messes.
Right.
Doing the dishes, making sure it's clean, make sure we have plenty of pots and pans.
I mean, it all starts with them, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Also
Dishwashers go down, everything's screwed up.
Oh, then I'm doing the dishes. The carving station, we have everything from prime rib.
Yep.
Of course, honey baked ham, different types of sausage. Today we got kielbasa. And then, little turkey breast. Sometimes we do like smoked salmon or cedar blank. Sometimes it's lamb.
Oh, yeah.
And so all the stuff depends on what we want to roll with.
Yeah.
Come on in, you're fine. What would you like, sir? Rock and roll.
Beautiful.
There you are. Enjoy, sir. But it's all about prime rib and making it tasty. Big old piece of meat.
Yep.
But it's that little thin slice.
How many do you go through, on a typical day?
A typical day, we'll go through 14.
14 whole prime ribs?
14 prime ribs.
Hold on, look at that.
Look at that.
I mean, for a buffet?
Oh, for anywhere. This is the same quality and that we're looking for, whether it's the steakhouse.
Yeah.
And, this is our signature. I don't know, everything here is made right here.
Yeah.
So high quality ingredients.
And you were saying you have a crew of 65 people.
Yes.
Just dedicated to the buffet.
Right. Culinary people.
And
cooks.
That is also, you were saying, about 500 people for lunch and about 1,700 people for dinner?
Correct. For Thanksgiving and Christmas, we did almost 3,000 people. We did 2,800 people for this buffet for Christmas.
Oh my God.
Thanksgiving's the biggest one.
You're not going easy on these portions. I mean, I just saw the first guy come through.
Yes.
And he had 4 hash browns and 3 biscuits with gravy on each of them. Then came up for kielbasa. He's coming back for more, because why not?
That's
it's here.
It's the first
paid
plate.
for it.
Yeah.
And that's just the first plate.
Yeah.
So you guys are constantly having to keep up. This is not like a buffet like we cater at a wedding, right?
No.
Where you're going to come up, maybe you get a quarter of the people come up for seconds.
Right.
But here, you got to know and prep for that many people plus some, because everyone's going to come up for seconds.
Yes.
It's beef broth?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Got freshly sliced filet mignon on there. Beef. The amount of options here is insane. They got fresh salads, make your own pho bowl, fresh carving station, fried rice station, all the different fresh salads ready to go as well. This is unbelievable. I cannot wait to try all this out. All right, so we got a little bit of everything from the buffet, and this is just like the tip of the iceberg, right? I mean, this is just a little bit of what they serve. Again, everything is made fresh right in front of you from scratch with a team of 65 back in the kitchen, which is just insane. I wish I had that kind of team behind us. I'm gonna start off with the pupusas. It's the first thing we made. The crispy edges over here calling my name. So this is, they got fresh masa back there. Anna was making fresh pupusas basically to order for a buffet of almost 500 people, which is mind-blowing. Got a little bit of curtido, which is like a Salvadorian type of coleslaw, and then some red salsa. Let's try it out. Crispy edges, made to order. You almost feel like you're at a Salvadorian restaurant. This is unbelievable. There's a chef behind every single counter. There's a prep chef behind them and a full team in the back. Making sure everything is clean, fresh, made to order, and ready to go for whether it's 500 or 1,700 people at night. Mind blowing. So here we got some Asian options. We got beef pho that I got to make. You build it yourself. We got freshly sliced prime rib, turkey. There was also kielbasa, honey roasted ham, all the sauces you can ever think of. You get to choose house smoked ribs. That's definitely what I'm looking forward to, but let's get into this right here. You know, when you think of buffet food, right, you think of just everything in bulk, not really fresh, but you know, you get your money's worth. It's totally different here at the Atlantis. Everything is fresh. They have a bunch of different chefs back there working as hard as they possibly can to get this food out, and it is super fresh, delicious. And you know, if you were to put this plate in front of me and tell me I was at a Chinese restaurant, I'd believe you. You know, I'm not thinking that this comes out of a buffet where they're also making pho, clam chowder, a daily soup, fresh pupusas, all different house-made salsas, house-smoked ribs, turkey, prime rib cooked perfectly. This is unbelievable. I mean, how many buffets serve pho? Let alone a build-your-own pho station with every option you could think of and freshly sliced filet mignon on top. This is pretty awesome. This prime rib, look at that. It is literally perfectly cooked. And whether they're cooking one whole prime rib or 15 just for lunch, every single one comes out perfect. Think about this. For a post-workout meal, right? If you're looking at trying to boost your protein intake, this is where you want to come. You can get unlimited sliced turkey, pork ribs, prime rib, all the noodles and rice. I mean, this is unbelievable. Almost done here with the buffet. Let's move on to the next one.
This is the Manhattan Deli.
This is it.
We're geared up. It's 12 o'clock, so it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Full crew, full dining room.
It's a full rush out there for sure.
And they get their little to-go orders as well.
Yeah.
You can get whether or not it's pizzas, pastas.
Yep.
You can get sliced meats to go.
Okay.
So it's like a true deli.
Yeah.
Pound of this, 2 pounds of that.
Yeah.
Platters, whatever you need.
And then on top of all that, I see you got a pizza oven.
Yep.
You got salads. You got matzo ball soup, my favorite. Everything being sliced fresh to order. I mean, this is pretty awesome.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And talk about sheer volume.
Yep.
Once again, with the pizzas, you know, we go over 150 pizzas every day.
Wow.
We go through over 40 pounds of just corned beef a day.
Oh
so you're talking about like salads and sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's what it's about. But you're gonna see when we make these sandwiches, they're piled high.
Oh my God.
So they're monstrosities. Good luck eating one by yourself.
Right on. I can't wait. Let's do it.
This is our traditional club.
Okay.
It has lettuce, tomato, onion,
Also a double-decker sandwich.
and also a double decker.
Yep. A little bit of mayo.
Mayo on it. There's
All
your
right, so you got your first
turkey.
layer, your second layer,
Second layer.
and then bacon as well.
Then
and
we get tomatoes.
Okay.
Tomatoes. Then we get our bacon. 4 layers in each.
Oh my God.
So that will make you an 8 pieces of bacon.
Yep.
4 picks, because that way it will be nice and firm.
Yep. Wow.
And there you go.
Thank you so much, Chef.
So here in the Manhattan Deli, I'm glad you're here. You got to make a couple sandwiches.
Okay.
You know, we're we're not short-staffed, but I need your help. You got to make this, all right?
All right, let's do it.
So this is our beautiful corned beef.
Yep.
We make it ourselves.
Really?
We buy it brined, but then we boil it, we slice it, we trim it.
Wow.
Chef Miguel and his team makes it fantastic.
Same with the pastrami?
So the pastrami, we used to make it and smoke it.
Yeah.
We found a place out of Chicago.
Okay.
Even better than what we can make.
Right.
More consistent.
Yeah.
So now we just slice it. We're gonna steam it. We're gonna put it together. I'm gonna have Chef Miguel make it. I do a great job at it.
But Miguel's better.
He makes it even better.
Right.
So we give it a quick steam, just like Cat's Deli, you know, like
just
right here.
Just like Katz's.
So instead of pulling it out here and slicing it, we want to make sure we have center of the plate.
Yep.
So a little bit different, but even better.
Okay.
So.
All right, so we're at the Manhattan Deli. Quick lunch before we head over to Beastro Napa to help out with some banquets and dinner service. We got matzo ball soup here. This place is going crazy right now. The place is packed, peak lunch hour. We got matzo ball soup here. Oh, I love matzo ball soup. It's one of my favorites. My mom used to make it all the time. Moving on, got this crazy looking sandwich. I mean, look at that. We got a half pound of pastrami, half pound of corned beef. I don't even know how to eat this. I thought he was done when he made half the sandwich, but Miguel kept going. Let's try it out. We got rye bread from a local bakery called Franco. This takes me back to, a deli in New York City or in South Florida. The pastrami, sliced fresh every day. They get it from a deli in Chicago. It's cooked perfectly. The corned beef, they make it in-house, cool it, slice it, and then they steam it to order. So you kind of get that Katz's Deli effect, right? The bread, locally made, got a little bit of coleslaw on the side, put some mustard already in there. This is a really, really good sandwich. And the matzo ball is also like almost perfect. I mean, to get this from a casino, hotel restaurant, this is the last thing you'd expect out of this kitchen. But everything here is fresh, made every single day, and the quality is just insane. Let's go to Beastro Napa. Oh, that's sick. We got a classic New York cheesecake that we ordered, and it's being delivered. Again, this is a deli. This is being delivered from a robot. Thank you. This is crazy. Delicious New York cheesecake.
So, Chef, this is Josh. This is Chef Thayer. He's our room chef for the bistro.
Josh, nice to meet you.
And this is where all the action's going to happen tonight. Cool. This is our pass-through. All the hot entrees are going to come here. They'll blaze it all, and then they'll put it through the pass-through. This is where we're going to do all of our plating. So as you can see, everything's fresh. Butchering the fish for today. There's going to be, this is the cycle through. This is where all the hot entrees are going to be like jack stand here and then sent out to the dining room. All right?
That's good.
Cool.
Pink.
You can have any color you want, except that one. You want the... All right, thank you. Ready. Me too. Hi, Chef. So we're always doing different pieces. What's this one for, Chef? For Valentine's Day? I was gonna say, well, I say all the hearts and all the stuff, but you never know nowadays. It could be, it could be next week. It looks great. All red or
red and white.
Red and white. Cool.
Where is that going to be?
Gonna be in the buffet.
Okay. Wow.
So
That's crazy.
There's every something holiday like Valentine's we change. Thanksgiving or Christmas, we change.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Looks great. Very creative.
Very cool. This is all for today.
This is just today.
Oh my God.
Maybe tomorrow. Like, look. So this is for our banquet tonight. We have 450 people.
Okay.
We've got all of our signature items. So from profiteroles, this is really fantastic. These little Oreo little tarts. creme brulees, fruit tarts. This is really great, like a little vanilla sponge that she made, little bites. And these, I eat like 2 of these a day. These little raspberry tarts, old school.
Those are beautiful.
Yep. This is just for this weekend. Obviously today's Thursday. We're getting ready for our seafood and crab buffet. This is snow crab, so unbelievable. This is all gone by Sunday.
Seriously?
All of this is gone. We go through 60 cases of crab a day. All slacked, all done the right way.
So you go through 1,200 pounds of seafood a day.
Yeah, I can't believe you did the math faster than I did. I just know that we go through a pallet, and we gotta need another pallet for next week. We do steamed crab, we do cold crab. Sometimes we do Dungeness crab, but they love the snow crab.
Dungeness are once a week, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
But we always have
I've come on one of those
crab.
days. It's
yeah,
crazy.
they're really great. But Dungeness crab, snow crab, and king crab always available at the oyster bar.
Okay.
But this is just for our Toucan Charlie's buffet. As you can see, just cases behind us.
Yep.
These are really fantastic New York strips. These will be gone in 2 weeks. Shrimp, lobster tails. We got more snow crab. This is what I got just for the Super Bowl. I don't know, it's just like super fun. I mean, I just still can't believe it's just pallets and pallets of food. So this is just 2 different pallets that we have. These are our wings for Super Bowl. We just got our shipment in. So wings, these are meatballs. We've got hot dogs. We got over 3,000 hot dogs and 3,000 hot dogs. We have over...
that you'll use just on Super Bowl?
Just Super Bowl. We've got over 1,000 people coming in 2 different ballrooms to watch the Super Bowl. You can pay for it, sit there. We do the dishes, but up there you got a place to sit, huge jumbo screens, all you can drink.
That's awesome.
You know, pitchers of beer, call it a day. But this is where it starts, and just got this in. And that's one of the things, I just crossed that off my list and move on to the next one. But a week out, we got to be ready. First year, they just put me in every restaurant for a month.
Okay.
So, good with the crew, good with the stuff, and I can put an order in, I can work the line.
Yeah.
I can work good with the team, I can work good. So now I'm able to help out. Somebody says, oh, I want to go on vacation.
Right.
The answer is yes.
Yep.
They plug me in.
You've already done it.
Yep. As the assistant executive chef, I'm not the big guy, so I'm not tied into meetings all day, and I get to run operations and still be one with the food.
Right.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna go hang out with Banquet for a little bit. So Josh's got some other stuff to do as well, but then maybe he can come and help you guys plate when you guys go to plate. Okay. What time do you thinking for the crudo, chef?
Hopefully in like 45 minutes we'll be able to start plating some of it.
Good. Okay. You know what I mean?
Of course.
All right, so now this is the banquet area.
Okay.
Hola, papa. Todo bien? Okay, bueno. So the best thing is I get to just try all the food.
Yeah.
Make sure. So give it a try. That's really good. That's really good.
I like that. Stay some hummus. What kind of hummus is it?
Traditional hummus, but he loves to do it like really green, tons of olive oil, herbs. So tahini paste, very simple.
Yep.
But once again, just try the stuff, double checking. We go through the BOs. They've made it for years. My job is just to make sure,
They're still doing it the right way?
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow we have our final lunch, and so we're doing lamb short ribs, Asian style, with sticky rice and broccolini. That's it.
That sounds great.
240 people.
Yeah.
And so that's why you see all these cases. Same thing. Just came in.
Yep.
Super fresh. We're gonna do a real simple style. We're gonna just do it a quick blanch. As you can see, it's just like beautiful.
Yep.
And then
the flour.
ginger, garlic, scallions. Get it really sweet. Trim it up, and that's it.
Beautiful.
Oh, Papa. This is the guy who makes it all happen. Chef,
Josh.
This is my good friend Josh.
Nice to meet you.
So,
That's rock and roll. You know rock and roll?
Oh,
he's a shiny. Here, take a photo. Take a photo. You gotta be there. You gotta take a photo with my phone. Hey, Papa, you get in the middle. Get in the middle. You're the number one. You're the number one. Gosh, look at this. We make these lamb meatballs. We made them this morning, then we roasted them in the oven, and now we're gonna finish them in a roasted tomato and pepper puree. You gotta try it. Unbelievable.
You know the skewers, the 1700, the lamb.
Good job, chef. Thank you.
Okay. We come here a lot, and I order this dish every single time. So pretty awesome that they showed me how to do it. It all came together in what, like 5 minutes, something like that? Less than 5 minutes. Some crazy boiling machine back there that brought it up to a boil in I think under 30 seconds. Salvatore, I think is his name, showed us how to make the dish. Super simple to come together. He told me that I put too much hot sauce, but I'm okay with it. I add Dungeness. That's the way to go. If you come to the Atlantis, get the Cipino. It's the #1 seller. Add Dungeness crab to it. Way to go.
Okay, you're gonna do it, right?
Yeah, you tell me how to do it. You tell me.
Okay.
Okay.
This is your bamboo.
Okay.
You're gonna use that to roll it.
Yep.
So get one of those seaweed. So you're gonna get some rice from there, like 5 ounces of rice.
Okay.
Spread it. You're gonna spread it in the seaweed. Oh, we got. Make sure we cover the whole seaweed.
Yes, chef.
So now,
Okay.
sesame seeds.
Beautiful.
Put sesame seeds in the rice. That gives the rice a little crunchiness. You're gonna make a roll that we call the mountain roll.
Okay.
Spicy mayo.
Spicy mayo.
You're gonna get 2 shrimps.
Okay.
Put them in the middle of the roll and roll it. Just keep rolling it. Okay, now with the knife,
Okay.
you're gonna cut 2 slices of tuna
Okay.
and 2 slices of salmon.
Okay.
You're gonna put 2. 1 piece of salmon, 1 tuna, 1 salmon, and 1 tuna.
Got it.
Like half of it. I can offer the other half of it. And squeeze really hard. Pretty hard. Give him a good. So now you're gonna slice it. Just leave it like that. You're gonna slice it with a knife about half an inch.
Got you.
And there's a garbage can here. And okay, now we're gonna put a spicy crab on top.
Okay.
Gonna make sure it stays on top of the fish. And they're gonna be like, wow, I never see the mountain.
Here's your mountain roll. Enjoy. The first time I came.
We do 200 people between 4 and 6 o'clock every day.
Okay. Busier
And-
on the weekends?
Doesn't
Or
matter.
that's it?
Like
That's what you fill up.
we fill up. You put yourself on the waiting list, and it's like this every day. So these are our signature sexy fries right here.
Okay.
Parmesan cheese,
Okay.
parm, fresh herbs,
Olive oil.
truffle oil,
Ooh.
and then smash them right in there, chef.
Here?
Fill it up all the way.
Gotcha.
So these are our signature items. They've been in magazines, and so one of those things that was on the social hour for so many years. Can't take it off.
All this in here?
So and then just a little bit of that Parmesan on the top,
Good to go.
and a little more splash. That's what
On
makes
here?
them sexy. Yep, that's it. Sell them. Tickets set for just let the tickets roll. We got a quality. So this is one of my favorites. Those smoked ribs we're talking about.
So smoked, grilled, finish in the sauce.
Finish in the sauce.
Beautiful. And he says add some gochujang, some cumin, tomato.
And then a little bit of wild turkey.
Okay.
And then a little bit of gochujang. But my favorite is just as we bring it down to almost lacquers.
Yep.
But with that smoke.
Yep.
We do our own rub as well that we cure for 24 hours. So
Wow.
it's a 3-day process.
Yeah, 3-day process just for one plate.
One for one plate. It's easy.
Awesome.
And then let's let these guys.
You were saying it's basically the same thing every night here, especially for happy hour. It's what you're known for.
Yes.
How many covers do you do for happy hour?
So we do anywhere from 180 to 230 covers from 4 to 6 for the happy hour.
Just in 2 hours?
Just in 2 hours.
So that doesn't even count when happy hour shuts down, the rest of the restaurant fills up.
Correct. And the restaurant's jam-packed as well.
Yeah.
Some nights we're completely booked.
Yeah.
And we'll do 150 to 200 covers just in the dining room. That's after 5 o'clock.
Wow.
So this restaurant, anywhere from 300 to 400 guests every day, and we're cooking from scratch. You saw what we're
Everything's
doing.
from scratch. I saw the maze downstairs. Saw all the different kitchens.
Yes.
Everything starts from scratch. I saw the fridge, the freezers, everything's raw.
Correct.
Right? There's a few things, of course, but you got to get ahead on. But for the most part, everything's from scratch.
Yep.
You're changing it up seasonally, you said?
We change the menu 4 times a year. We do wine dinners 6 times a year.
Okay.
Sometimes we do them with their wines. We're doing.
I've been to a couple of them.
They're really fun.
They're awesome.
Tonight we're going to be doing the one together.
And now I get to cook for one?
Yeah. 4 courses, all seasonal, and the chefs get to really display their creativity.
Right.
And ownership says go for it.
Yeah. Earlier today, we got to see all the food, how they started it, how they're prepping it, all downstairs. It's like a maze down there, and it all ends up here. There's also a full kitchen back there where they're also doing everything from the start. Everything's fresh here. And within minutes, there was a line outside of about 100, 150 people. They got everyone sat within like seconds. It was incredible to watch. Super, super efficient here, but you have to be. Every night you do the same thing, same amount of coverage, so they have to be on their game all the time. A lot of the small plates, the pizzas, the wood-fired oven, everything was cranking back there. I actually got to cook a little bit, so that was awesome. As you can see, we got oysters coming out fresh, pizzas from the oven, got some lettuce wraps, some calamari, their sexy fries, which is one of their biggest things. It's like a truffle, parmesan, parsley fry. Pretty awesome to watch.
And 85.
So Chef Holman behind me, he's running the expo line, which he's keeping everyone in order. We got tons of tickets coming in. Again, it's still in the middle of happy hour. It's nuts back there right now, but he's keeping the team together. So he's calling out what needs to be fired next, what table it goes to when the server comes to him and says, where do I go with these clams? Where do I go with these oysters? He keeps everyone together and on track so that nothing gets missed back there. So a table, when they order something, they want it all to come out at the same time. He's making sure that that happens, because sometimes when you want to fire something like fries, but you got oysters ready to go, the person who's doing oysters, maybe on garde manger, they got to wait until fries are ready, right? Because you want them at the same time. So he's keeping everyone on track. This is the head guy here. So good luck the rest of the night.
So we have 7 full-time employees every day. So we have over 15 people for back of the house just for the Beastro Napa.
So 7 up front, the rest are in the back.
Yep, and then days off, vacations. Right. And as you can see, really smooth. We always have one person with the little red Sharpie or the red pencil.
Yep.
And expo it out, keep the quality there.
Yep.
And as you can see, even though it looked a little chaotic, all the food was
seem chaotic though.
super smooth. So it's fun.
No, you got a solid team.
Absolutely.
Yep, and you can tell.
And that's what it takes.
So we're getting ready for the wine dinner. This is going to be the second course. It's frise aux lardons, which is a French-style bacon and frisee salad. We got the first course already plated, ready to go. It's the snapper ceviche. So let's get started. That looks good.
Yeah, prestige.
You guys have like a...
So if you have like
This is all assembly line style, so you got to start in the beginning, which I'm starting here. I'm pushing the plates down. Everyone has their role, right? So someone does the lamb, someone does the sauce, someone does the garnish, and then it goes out. The front of the house team gets it out to the guests, and you're good to go. This is the fastest way to do a large plate up like this is assembly line plating. what a day.
You liked it? Was it fun?
It was so much fun.
Good.
I mean, we started at the buffet.
Yep.
I got to roll sushi, serve a customer right in front of me. I got to help on the line here at Beastro Napa for happy hour.
Yeah.
We also got to help with an event,
Yeah.
right? The wine dinner.
It was super fun, right?
It was awesome.
So, like 5 different courses,
Yeah.
1 restaurant.
Yep.
I think
While the whole restaurant is also being served at the same time.
that's correct.
Yeah.
And I put you to work.
You did.
I needed help chopping. We got to roll stuff.
Yeah.
It was really fun to see, like, the years that we've known each other.
Yeah.
We've never been really able to collaborate in such a way. But you got to see everything and under the fingernails, like what we actually do every day here at the Atlantis.
Well, and this is what our series Back of House is all about. We want to show what goes on behind the scenes, the amount of work, the amount of effort. I don't think people realize how much goes on behind the scenes just to get a plate of food out.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
We're testing. We're talking about it. You're having team meetings. You're testing the plate before it even goes out to make sure everyone else knows exactly how it's supposed to look, taste, feel, everything, right?
Yep.
And then you get into the plating, and then you're garnishing. There's a bunch of hands on each plate, making sure everything's perfect. They got people at the end wiping the plates,
Yes.
all to have one diner just take that bite of food, right?
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
what this series is all about. So thank you so much for just allowing us
Yeah.
to do a full day in the life of, Chef Dave Holman here at the Atlantis.
Well, it's just not me. There's over 400 of us
Yep.
that are in the culinary.
Yep.
We have over 800 in all of food and beverage.
Yep.
But without leadership, without Mr. Farahi,
Yep.
but also Chira, Christian with all of his wine knowledge. But then you saw all my interactions with the front of the house.
Yeah.
Whether it's Terry down in the deli, Mark Steele, Ali in the steakhouse. What we're doing is we're just really taking everybody's niche and everybody's able to do it.
Yeah.
I don't run the whole program.
Right.
And
You're
neither does
overseeing.
Chira. I do.
Right.
But
You're
my
using
part.
your expertise on showing, hey, the sandwich, for instance, right? Hey, I think we should have 4 in there. You're making sure that all the little finishing touches are perfect, right?
Correct.
And that's what executive chef does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a great team.
Yeah.
So we have room chefs. I can't tell you enough about how, I also had great leaders who taught me. So when I first came on board 7 years ago, it was, I was a different person. I was used to restaurants.
Yeah.
I was used to maybe, 15 or 20 people that I would lead.
Yeah.
And now I'm leading leaders.
That was one of the coolest things that I saw today was, walking in the maze downstairs. I got lost, I think 3 or 4 times on my own, but you were there to say hi to every single person that walked by. You didn't miss one person, whether it was someone taking out the trash, whether it was someone prepping, on the line working, front of the house, the robot at the Manhattan Deli. You are making sure that everyone is being taken care of here.
Yeah.
And it is so cool to see you taking your time out of the day. You have a million things going on, but you took your time to make sure that everyone is happy and everyone had a smile on their face. And that's, to me, that's what makes the Atlantis go round. Everyone had a smile. They're all putting out amazing food day after day after day after day. Then you got Chef Salvatore doing the banquets, right?
Yeah.
And you got, he's rolling out a menu for 500 people while trying to get ready for Super Bowl weekend. We checked in the Super Bowl room. We got the 2 rooms, the VIP. We got the other room with, how many people in the other room?
1,700 people.
1,700 people.
Just in that one room.
And,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh my God, Chef, this is crazy. You're getting all this food ready. And he kind of gave us a little laugh. And he goes, this is just for today. We're also going to get started on tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's just insane. I have a catering company, right? I have a restaurant. And I think I do a lot of volume and, keep the techniques in there. And whether we're cooking for 2 or 2,000, it's the same. But that's every once in a while that we're doing that.
Right.
I learned so much from you and your team today, just working a day here on how to expand, how to do true volume. And it was so cool to see.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's also about the relationships.
Yep.
It's about the consistency. It's also in this environment that we create, they're able to own it.
Yeah.
So you see these people so passionate about it.
They really are.
So, that's where it's like, well, okay, my passion was the same way when I was coming up and even now. So, you want to make sure you foster that.
Yep.
You want to make sure people have that opportunity to you know, just play in the sandbox.
You know, I think a really cool thing about the Atlantis specifically is that even though you have hundreds and hundreds of employees, right?
Yeah.
And it, you know, walking into the Atlantis, you're walking into this massive property. And it's kind of overwhelming.
Yeah.
But then when you really start to meet everyone and you start to see all the hard work and the connections that you have with everyone, it still feels like a small mom and pop restaurant.
Yeah.
Which is really, really cool to see.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I think one of my favorite things about the whole experience was, you know, that they were really, you know, engaged with you as well.
Yeah.
So like they took you under their wing. They're like, yeah, man, let's go do this.
Yeah.
Let's make the pho. Let's go figure it out. Hey, how do you make the prime rib?
Yeah.
You know, and it was really fun because we're all about sharing that the camaraderie of hospitality, but also the wine dinner.
Yeah.
Like you were on like the hardest spot. You're like garnish all of it the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's my expertise, right? Getting a bunch of plates out at the same time and make sure they all look the same, and that's what we do every week.
Every week.
But it was also really cool to see, like you just mentioned, right? Everyone just kind of rolled with it, you know? A massive property, they're super busy, they're in the middle of service, and we're going up to them saying, hey, let this guy get in on the line with you.
Yeah.
Let him, you know, kind of get into your shit. And they're like, yeah, of course, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's true respect right there for you that they have. And you should be really proud of yourself and everything that you've done here in the 7 years that you've been here, because to see that means that they're looking up to you and they love what they're doing.
And vice versa. I've had always great leaders that have taught me the way, especially here at the Atlantis. They've got you know, management classes. They've got other things to help round it out.
Yeah.
That's why I love to be here too.
Yeah.
You know, we're always after the Forbes. We have weekly meetings talking about how are we going to make our restaurants better.
Yeah.
And that's what we're always trying to do. We're always trying to elevate our game.
Yep.
You know, here in the restaurant, we change our menu 4 times a year.
Yeah.
And we just keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah, and you know, Atlantis is not only known for food and beverage, right? The food and beverage service here is awesome. Everyone knows that. But I mean, just as a hotel altogether, I mean, if my wife and I are looking for a spa day in Reno, this is where we're coming.
I appreciate
you know,
that.
like it's just a great place to be. We love coming here. We've done some like, you know, little staycations.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Atlantis is awesome. We love it. So thank you so much for you know, allowing us to start our series back of house here.
Yeah.
And we learned so much. And
I can't wait to have you back. Because every couple months we got something crazy going on. So we've got Easter and Mother's Day right around the corner.
Yep.
We take over the parking lot for Hot August nights.
Yep.
So almost every month.
I've been here for that.
You know, so much fun.
Yeah.
And little bites, little snacks, but also like you say, like it's more than just food and beverage.
Yeah.
It's what we create. It's a a staycation.
Yeah.
Our pool, the spa, everything here is just you know.
It's top notch.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, maybe one day we could do a wine dinner with you know, Josh cooks a lot.
Let's do that.
Let's do it.
But I want to come and I wanted to go do a cater out with you.
Let's do it.
You know, put me
Yeah.
in the car. Let's go to Tahoe. You know, let's go see what you know,
Yeah, we got
catering.
some cool weddings coming up.
Let's do it.
I could use you.
Yeah, right on.
you,
appreciate
Chef.
it. Thank you.
Appreciate it. You're welcome. Thank you to Chef David Holman for having us at the Atlantis, our first Back of the House series. I am so excited. Lots more to come. Stay tuned. And let us know, what is your favorite restaurant here at the Atlantis? And if you haven't been, where do you want to go eat first?
Yeah.